Assalamualaikum dear students and good morning everyone. Dear students, as we are doing with chapter number 4 carbon and its compound, last time we have seen the properties of ethanoic acid. If you remember, we discussed about the ethanol first of all and then we talked about the properties of the ethanoic acid. Dear students, ethanoic acid is also known as acetic acid. इथेनॉइक एसिड को हम एसिटिक एसिड भी कहते हैं एंड यू नो दैट 5 to 8% solution of acetic acid along with the water is known as vinegar and that is what we are using, and I hope that you also know that it has a typical smell. Also we discussed that because of its melting point, that is 290 Kelvin, in the winter it freezes and forms the glaciers, and because of that we call it as a glacial acetic acid. हम इसे glacial acetic acid भी कहते हैं if you remember. Okay, the group of the organic compound called carboxylic acids are obviously characterized by the acidic nature. हम ये बात करते हैं that whenever we say acids over there, they are having the characteristic phenomena over there. They are having a different type of their characteristics. However, unlike mineral acids, as I told you, that they cannot go for complete ionization, and as it is a weak acid, we can consume it. We can go for intake of the acetic acid. Okay, let us start with the activity. Activity 4.8. Take 1 ml of ethanol, that is absolute alcohol, and 1 ml of glacial acetic acid. Both we are just reacting both the materials, that is ethanol and acetic acid. Few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid. Dear student, you know that concentrated sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent. Warm in a water bath for at least 5 minutes as shown in figure. Now dear student, what you have to do, you have to take a test tube. In that you have to take the ethanol, then you have to take acetic acid and few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Now you have to keep it in water bath. See, when we take the beaker, and in beaker when we are pouring the water, and when this we are using, it is known as a water bath. Question may be asked that while heating it, why do you require the water bath? Why you cannot directly heat it? So the answer is ethanol's melting point, even the acetic acid melting point is very low. If you will burn it, if you will heat it directly, it will start coming out from your test tube. In order to go for maintaining the temperature, your answer is in order to go for maintaining the temperature, we are using the water bath. Now you have to heat this for a few minutes. Pour into a beaker containing 20 to 50 ml of water and smell the resulting mixture. What you are going to do? You are going to take the ethanol, you are going to take the acetic acid, and you have to heat it in the water bath for a few minutes. Then you have to take the beaker in which water is there and you have to pour that material, and then you have to smell. Dear student, it is going to give you fruit-like smell. It is going to give you sweet smell. What does this mean? See, ethanoic acid is not having any particular smell. Ethanol is also not having particular smell. Ethanoic acid has, but it is different one. So when you are mixing them, and if you get the sweet smell, it indicates that you have produced something new. What is that new product over here? Let us see. Actually, the process is taking place. This one. Ethanoic acid plus ethanol and acid is going to give you ester. What is ester? C-double-O-C linkage. When you go for having C-double-O-C linkage, this is O particularly. That is going to give you the esters. Esters are sweet smelling substance. Dear student, esterification reactions, most are formed by the reaction of acid and alcohol. Ethanoic acid reacts with absolute alcohol in the presence of the catalyst. Which catalyst? H2SO4 catalyst. It gives water along with your ester. Generally, esters are sweet smelling substances. These are used as perfumes or the flavoring agent. On treatment with the sodium hydroxide, which is an alkali, ester is converted back to the alcohol and sodium salt of carboxylic acid. This reaction is known as saponification, and it is used for the preparation of soaps and detergent. Soaps of your sodium, potassium, salts of the long carboxylic acid. So dear student, what ethanol. Whenever you are treating acetic acid plus ethanol, you are gaining. Now see, what is going to happen? Your bond is going to cleave like this. Your bond is going to cleave like this. So this is your O, CH2, CH3. So dear student, you are getting the ester. COOC linkage, that is your ester. COOC, that is a ester. Is it clear? Now when you treat the ester with NaOH, NaOH के साथ ट्रीट करेंगे तो क्या होगा? Na plus OH minus, ये दोनों यहाँ से ब्रेक हो गया and you are having this acid, the ester. It is also going to cleave. So this is your minus and this is your plus. When this is plus, what will be going from here to there? OH minus. OH minus. How it will be coming back? CH3, CH2, OH. You will be getting ethanol back. Now what is going to form over here? CH3, C double bond O, O, and what will be there? Na. What is this? Sodium salt of carboxylic acid. This is the soap molecule. Sodium salt of carboxylic acid, that is a soap molecule, and that is why the reaction is called saponification. Which reaction? Reverse reaction. When you are doing the reverse reaction, you are getting the saponification. Saponification means ester ka cleavage. When ester is cleaved with the use of alkali like NaOH, you will be getting the sodium salt of your carboxylic acid, and that is the soap molecule. That is why you will call this as a saponification. I hope you understand this. See, CH3, COO, C2H5, NaOH. You are getting ethanol and sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. So this is a reaction. What happens when you are treating with base? Acetic acid को base से treat करेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? Sodium salt again. Sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Now dear student, how does ethanoic acid reacts with the carbonate and hydrogen carbonate? A very important question, that how the ethanoic acid, or you can say acetic acid, is reacting with carbonate and hydrogen carbonate. So dear student, it is reacting very simple in the way. Let us see this. Reaction with carbonate and hydrogen carbonate. Dear student, when you take CH3, COOH plus Na2CO3. So what is going to happen? From here the H will be coming out, and in the place of that your Na will be substituted. You have to take these 2 moles. You have to take these 2 moles. Those 2 sodiums will be attached over here, CH3, COO, Na. 2 hydrogens are removed out, will take 1 oxygen from here, resulting into water molecule. If this carbonate CO3, O3 is losing 1 oxygen, so how many oxygens are remaining? 2. So it is coming out as CO2, carbon dioxide. Same, when you are using NaHCO3, what will happen? You have to take only 1 mole. Your H will come out, your Na will be substituted over here. That is again the sodium salt of carboxylic acid. You are getting 1 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So it is coming out as a water. Now what is remaining? CO2. So what does it mean? Carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate on reaction with ethanoic acid or acetic acid is going to give you sodium salt of acetic acid. Sodium salt, same, water and carbon dioxide. These are the 3 products which you are gaining when you react with your acetic acid, or you can say ethanoic acid. Now dear student, very important one. See, as I told you that CH3, C double bond O, O, Na. This is your soap molecule. As I told you that this is your soap molecule. The carbon and hydrogen long chain, it is having this type of structure which is containing COO, Na plus. So dear student, your one part is carbon and hydrogen long chain. This is the tail and this is the head. Tail and head part. Okay. Now we have to learn about something very important over here. Tail part, which is your carbon and hydrogen, is hydrophobic. Hydrophobic. Wherein the head part is hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. Now dear student, you know whenever we are taking the clothes to wash, suppose कर लो कि आपके हैंकरचीफ पे ऑयल का दाग लग गया है, ऑयल लग गया है, and you want to remove it. Can you remove it simply water? Can you just pour the water and remove the oil from the clothes? No. We have to apply soaps. We have to apply detergent. So how we are applying them? What is actually happening it over there? Whenever you are applying the soaps or detergent, they are forming this type of the cluster. Cluster means many molecules of your soaps are formed in the flower-like structure, and this is called micelle. This is called micelle. M-I-C-E-L-L-E. Micelle formation. So micelles, what they are going to do? This is your oil. See, oil droplet, and this is all your Na+. So dear student, hydrophobic. Hydro का मतलब water. Water phobia का मतलब डर लगना. Okay, when somebody is scared by something, we call it phobia, डर लगना. कुछ लोगों को इंसेक्ट से डर लगता है, कुछ लोगों को ऊंचाई से डर लगता है, कुछ लोगों को वाटर से डर लगता है. You know, when they see the water body, they feel like they will faint down. Okay, so we say that when such a kind of the phobia, this is means water phobia. Water is water. This particular part is water hating. उसको water अच्छा नहीं लगता. उसको कौन अच्छा लगता है? Oil, grease, dirt. Means this long chain will dissolve oil, grease, dust particle, and the outer part, that is hydrophilic. And is coming over here. So remember, water loving. This part is water loving. Hydro means water, and philic means loving. Water loving. So this water attached together means what? Whenever you have to take a piece of a cloth, see, like this. This is your piece of a cloth, and which is having the oil particle. So what you are doing? You are rubbing the soap over here, and soap, the particles are coming like this over here. This is the cluster. So see, upper part hydrophilic, inner side hydrophobic. Hydrophobic part will dissolve your oil particle, grease particle, dust particle. वो उसको dissolve कर लेगा. And when you splash the water, what will happen? It will take away all of the molecule outside like this. See, it means that inside is your oil, grease particle, dust particle, mud particle, whatever, which can be not simply removed by water, it can be removed by soaps or detergent. So how they are working? They are working by making the micelle formation. Micelle formation बना के वो चीजें यहाँ से निकल जाती है. So this is a mechanism how we do it. I hope you understood this one, and you have to remember this very important thing. Tail part, hydrophobic. It loves your oil, grease, dust particle. Head part, hydrophilic, water loving. It will be dissolved in water only. It will take out along with the water. Is it clear? So this is a particular mechanism which we are learning when we are talking about the micelle formation. So this is the end of your chapter over here. Okay, the last thing which is very important to understand. However, observed while bathing, the foam is formed with the difficulty, and insoluble substance scum remains after the washing the water. This is caused by the reaction of the soaps with the calcium and magnesium salt, which can cause the hardness of the water. Hence, you need a larger group of the soap. This problem is overcome by using the another compound called detergent as a cleaning agent. Detergents are generally very important. Sodium salt of sulfonic acid or ammonium salt with chloride or bromide. So dear student, very important. See, we were using COONA. हम COONA यूज करते थे. इसकी जगह पर हम क्या यूज करेंगे? सोडियम सॉल्ट ऑफ सल्फोनिक एसिड, SO3Na. We are going to use the sodium salt of sulfonic acid. What is the problem over here? When you are using it, and if the react with the sodium and what will happen, they will form scum. They will form scum. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है dear student? Water may contain the particles like calcium and magnesium. So when calcium and magnesium is present in the water, we call that water as a hard water. You are not able to see the calcium and magnesium because it is dissolved. So what is happening when you are using soap? When you are using soap, what happens? That particular particle is reacting with the soap molecule. सोप मॉलिक्यूल के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहा है और लेदर, जिसको हम बोलते हैं झाग, ठीक है, लेदर प्रोड्यूस नहीं होने देता. व्हेन वी ड्रॉप दी सोप, यू नो, लेदर इज प्रोड्यूस एंड यू लाइक टू प्ले विद दैट आल्सो, राइट? So it is produced over there, but when you are using soaps and the water is hard, scum will form. Scum means insoluble particles, insoluble white particles. मतलब झाग नहीं बनेगा, व्हाइट कलर के पार्टिकल्स वहाँ पे आ जाएंगे, ठीक है. In order to overcome this, we use the detergent. हम क्या यूज करेंगे? डिटर्जेंट. डिटर्जेंट नहाने के लिए यूज नहीं कर सकते, क्यों? क्योंकि डिटर्जेंट में हम स्ट्रॉन्ग मटेरियल यूज कर रहे हैं, सल्फोनिक एसिड्स. We are using sulfonic acid salts and we are using ammonium salt with chloride and bromide. Ammonium salt यूज करते हैं, NH4Cl, NH4Br. So these are the hard materials that cannot be used for the body. आप साबुन यूज नहीं कर सकते हो कपड़े धोने का, बाल धोने के लिए. Otherwise, what will happen? Your hands will become dry. It will lose the luster, getting shine. So you cannot go with the use of this hard material for your body, but you can go with the use of this for your clothes. When the water is hard, you have to use the detergent. Also, though the water is not hard, we are preferring the detergent for washing the clothes. I hope you know that. So both, whatever, it may be soap, it may be detergent, but it is going to function with the same capability, that is micelle formations. So dear students, here there is the end of your chapter, and very soon we are going to start with the exercise. We will be doing with all the question answers over here so that you can understand it properly.